So pretty bullish reaction off of this initially. That's what the first thing I noticed. You got a 30-second setup right here. We'll just give it a B setup. There's equal lows below, but I feel like this will probably work if we get it because just the bias. I don't know, it's just one of those plays that's probably going to work at least at the high. Nothing I would take, but Chasers wrecked. Who would be chasing? There's nothing to chase here. Have any of you guys seen that? Um, actually, I don't think that's professional enough for the stream. Oh, sorry, Mushy. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I only trade in Q. I'll check like other stuff, but like this is trash. This is trash. This is just too high, and we're not in discount. This is just trash. I mean, look at this. So Euro just completely just snake pattern. It's not good. Maybe maybe GU is good. All right, this definitely looks much better. Kind of looks similar to NQ where it's in a buy model. One minute looks trash. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Bro, Anthony Edwards is getting so good. Yes, we'll probably see choppiness start from the. Yes, that's correct. And we and there's just a no news is gonna add to it. So William, I'm a Lakers fan and I hope to say the same, but I doubt that happens. Sorry. Suto, we'll see. Mm-mm-mm. How many people watch the Sunday night class recording? Yeah, there's FOMC on a few this week. Dude, I haven't had 500 people in a stream since like last Wednesday or whatever. And that was when it was kind of choppy. And then the next 2 days, I learned like 2 amazing plays. And now it's Monday with no news again. So I hope we don't get 500 people in here in a day like today. Like, there's no point. I swear, everyone be joining after they see me take all these really banger plays. And one, it's not a signal service. So it's like, who cares? It's just funny because after one bad day, people don't join the stream the next day. And then I take all these really big, like the dad highs plays Thursday and Friday were pretty good. And then people get they're like, oh, I should join Daddy Stream again. That's not how trading works, man. Like, there's gonna be good days and there's gonna be bad days. Everyone rated my stream a 5 on Friday because I alerted 2 really good things, but it's not gonna be like that every day, and you shouldn't rate my stream based off of if the alert works or not, you know? Yeah, probably, Scotty. Let's do a little recap of London session. So, London session. Let me just draw the kill zone lines. So London would have started there and ended here. Um, don't see much, not gonna lie. Chop, drop, just more chop. There's no inverses. I would not have ever trusted this. So I would not have trusted this. It would have been a break even trade because we hit the internal low and went down, but definitely would not have trusted that. This is just too trash. So I would not have taken this. This I probably would have taken. Did anyone take this long? Yeah, that was fire. And the only reason why is because we get a bunch of horrible price action, and this is probably AMD, so this would be your manipulation light bulb moment. So that one I definitely would have taken for sure. It just looks fire. And we left these 3 equal highs up here. So I probably would have scaled half here and then held the other half to the equal highs. And then that would have been my only London play. What do you, where, Xevo? Where they leave equal lows? $882. Yeah, it did, but it's London and it's low volume, so I still would have taken this base up momentum. It's more common sense to take something like this. So that's just me. Yeah, ICT is live. Lance, if we ever have like really low volume or choppy price action, they're not going to matter as much. A lot of times the low volume ones will be saved for like the next kill zone, like New York. Then I hope Vando plays tomorrow. Or tonight, sorry. I'd give this 3 minute setup a probably an A minus setup. Not much displacement below lows. I think the bias is going to be bullish, and it wouldn't be A plus or anything or A because it would have been better if we were delivering out of this fair value gap, but we're kind of delivering out of the middle of nowhere. What's ICT saying in a stream? Yeah, that's funny, Jay. So we still got 9 more minutes to open. I think we'll be able to tell if the market's going to be good or not in the in the first couple minutes, like in the first 5-10 minutes. The main thing I like to look for on no news days in the first like 10-15 minutes is how many gaps we create. You could use both. It doesn't matter. I mean, the 3 minutes definitely a lot more obvious, and we have an OB, and because the bias is bullish, this is likely going to work too. Well, Fiji, if we create more gaps or a lot of gaps, it tells us the price action is probably going to be pretty good. So that's kind of like an indication of how a Monday or no news is going to be. Ideally, you want singular ones, yeah. Just makes it a little easier. Selling, are you leaving already? I have them drawn right now, Delhi. If we get momentum, like if we violate these two gaps pretty quickly, then where are we likely gonna go? Yeah, the equal lows. But until we do that, I can't call these out yet. Again, follow the momentum. If we really start to shoot down below this, then obviously yes, we're gonna go with equal lows. But just gotta wait. No, it's all good, Hildago. How's your deck? So 2 more minutes to open. For everyone just joining, watching this and watching this, I think the buys could definitely be whichever one we break first. The higher time frame is bullish. I think this is gonna be buy side for the day. And that's just because it's a market maker buy battle, as I kind of already wrote in the commentary. So definitely prefer upside here, but we gotta just wait and see. Also, let's say we do close above this, we'd also get a order block here as well, which would be pretty bullish. So yeah, this looks, again, this momentum's pretty good. This tells me open's probably just gonna pump. Only if we can hold it. If we don't close above, then obviously it's not, but and we're also putting in a 5-minute OB, so that's a decent sign. So there's the entry, there's the first target. And yeah, hopefully we get more upside. So that's literally an instant like 10 points just to that internal high, which is nice. And again, how do we know that was gonna happen? Well, we formed the OB, okay, and we got the 3-minute close above a good momentum. Caleb, I already said the 1 minute didn't matter in that situation. Someone asked me about the one. I said it didn't matter because the 3-minute was obvious enough, and I think the bias is bullish. And from liquidity standpoint, we swept this, so this told me we're at least gonna hit here. Again, it's just like an instant 10 points, and then obviously stop rest at break even. How many people are quick enough to take that? Nice. Yeah, I'm probably not going to take anything else after that, but I mean, we'll see. Again, I do expect us to go higher here for sure. This is my final target. 17988.50. Now, usually I do delete these IFGs like this one right here, but I'm actually going to keep it drawn because us respecting this IFG and OB, even though we are over internal liquidity, is just going to tell me that the order flow should keep bringing us up to this line here, this buy side, which is my final target for the day. So that's why I'm not deleting this, because I feel like this is still definitely valid to hold us. Nice options. So again, should keep going up here. Now there is like a smaller buy side here, but again, this is low resistance liquidity. So when we hit this, I mean, just be careful, but we should keep going past that. Pump it. Should keep pumping. I mean, when you get this momentum, it usually doesn't stop. So, not really like on Monday no news. It actually might. I actually take that back. On Monday no news, it will sometimes. But like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with news, this usually won't stop. It's actually a little different on a Monday. Maybe we get like a. I mean, there's not really a 1 minute fair value gap here, but there's one here. So ideally, I'm looking for this fair value gap to hold here, and then to shoot right up. There's a 2 minute gap here. So the 2 minute gap definitely looks cleaner, but could hold the one, could hold the two. Regardless, I obviously want to see both them hold. FOMO, not at the moment, no. Now, if you're bearish and we violated this, it wouldn't be a bad short. I think it would be definitely an A short if you're really strongly bearish because the equal lows below. But I mean, this is definitely a play I can't see myself taking because I want to short the end of a buy model. I don't really like to do that. So because this is a buy model and this still has to be completed, I just wouldn't. It's not a short I would take ever. I have seen shorts like that work in the past, but not something that interests me at the moment. Definitely depends on your bias. Like if you really think we're gonna go to the equal lows, then yeah, I guess it's worth a try. But um, definitely not a short I would take. And you got to realize, like my bias could be right, but like we could still go like this. It's always a possibility. But I'm just kind of playing the momentum right now, and the momentum is definitely higher. So until anything like until any order flow or any order blocks or any fair value gaps are broken with a lot of displacement, I really can't be bearish here. Yeah, ICT is live. He's just let me see what he's saying. Yeah, he's leading on DXY and he's just saying a bunch of BS. Yeah, he's just saying a bunch of BS. Oh my god, it's so funny. So it looks like we will violate this. So if you are short bias, I think this would be a good short. Even now, I think you could short now early because this is kind of looks death candidly. But um, again, it's not a short I would personally take. But if you're definitely short bias, I'll take this and target the equal lows. Something like that. I'll paper trade it probably, but not a live account. I just don't want to fight my bias that much today. Maybe if we get like a reversal set up at the equal lows, maybe, but um yeah. So I am in already, by the way. Not gonna scale yet. Again, pretty good momentum. Should hit this Should hit this low at least. This is the intermediate term low. Okay, so I'm going to scale half there. And then I'm just going to hold the rest of these equal lows. The equal lows are from Asia last night, so 17,853.25. Again, this is like a safe target, and honestly, you're gambling that this is going to be broken, but it may not be gambled equal lows below, but you should scale here for sure. So again, you could have gotten in before that candle actually closed just because it looked like a really death candle. You already hit some sort of buy side. That's why I already said I got in before the candle closed, but that's just like a screen time thing, I guess. I don't know. And again, I have no faith in us going to the equal lows unless this like cluster of fair value gaps breaks. Like I want to see us displace through these hard, and then I know for even sure we're I know for even more sure that we're going to these equal lows. The equal lows are at 853. So good sign here. Ideally, you want to see the market act like these aren't even here. I think the second we close to them and this looks really death candle, we'll just probably keep dumping. But we need to obviously close below this. And there's not really a time frame here where there's like a singular fair value gap. Even the 5-minute has two of them. So I'm kind of just clustering these together, assuming we're going to break them. So nice move here so far. Again, I'm still not scaling. I'm just going to hold the rest all until 853. About a 40 points, though, so far since I called it out. I mean, you could scale here if you want, but it's up to you, obviously. Again, you can see the markets acted like this wasn't there, so pretty good sign. And even before the close, we don't really need to see the close to be like, okay, we're probably going to go lower here. Yeah, Jacob. 4 ticks, Charles. Come on, let's keep dumping. And it shouldn't really pull back too much here. When you get this momentum, especially at this kind of AMD looking thing, it doesn't usually stop, especially the equal lows. So we should just keep going down here. Okay, there's that. So you could scale here. I'm personally not, but that's just me. And 853.25 is what I want. And not out yet. All right, I'm all out there for about 70 points. So nice little short there. Again, I would have preferred long there, but easy 70 points right there. Again, knowing that we're not going to pull back there is important because, and that's just from screen time. Like, I know we're probably not going to pull back there. Like, that's a decent chase in itself as well. And it's just, again, we had the AMD. We're not going to pull back when we've already kind of hit buy side and we have equal lows and we're just kind of going straight toward them. So, So yeah, nice call on the equal lows. Whoever called out those this morning. Glad I spotted them, just so everyone was aware. Type 1 if you guys took that. Hey. Damn, a lot more people than I expected. So nice little 70 points. Is anyone holding any runners? Okay. Yeah, I'm not holding any runners. I don't know why you would, but damn, 70 points on a Monday with no news is crazy. I need to buy more evals. I keep passing too many. I haven't bought. Fun fact: I haven't bought an Apex account in like 2 months. I have a revenge trade one, and I'm like passing that too. I just don't know what to do. So if you took that, you can already see 20 people left stream. Why do you think they left stream? Yeah, because there's no point in trading now, and um, even if you took that long setup at open, like I wouldn't have taken a trade after that. And yes, this would suck to miss, but yeah, pretty much, Shona. So again, I think the lesson today was there's buy side here, sell side here, but you kind of just play wherever you see. And I don't enter. Obviously, don't want to enter off normal fair value gaps. We know not to do that. And if you did do it, again, wrecked. But I don't ever do that. And yeah, I mean, if you ever join an ICT live stream, a lot of times he will mark both buy side and sell side. And everyone's like, well, why do you have both marked? And he's like, well, you just want to play whichever one you kind of see us go towards or kind of get the momentum towards. I'm telling you, you can just be a momentum trader and do really well. Especially if you know, like, we've already taken out some sort of buy side, and we definitely did. Like, I feel like this was definitely enough. So, dude, like, everything I've been calling has been working, dude. I don't know. The market's just really good right now. I talked about this last week in announcements. You just gotta be very careful and manage your risk, because there's gonna be something I call that's probably just gonna complete fail. So just be very careful. How many people think I took this in my funded accounts? Hey, good job. I did not. Why didn't I take them? No, not because of bias, because I'm waiting for my payout. I would have taken those in my fundeds if I could, if I wasn't waiting for payout. I'm not trading my funded till Wednesday. It's tough to run it's definitely tough to run a service, because like I'm in my own circumstance. Like you can't copy what I do. I might be not like I could break my leg and be like, okay, I broke my leg and I feel pain. I'm not going to trade for today. And people are like, okay, I'm not going to trade either because Dodgy's not trading. Meanwhile, I'm not trading because I broke my leg, and you're not trading because you're just copying me. Like that's so. If I ever learn a play that maybe I don't take, but I would take if I could, people get like confused, like, oh, what you taking or not? Like it's the same thing. Like if I broke my leg and I was like in pain, I couldn't watch the chart, and I said that to people would be like, okay, I'm not going to take a trade either, but it has no effect on you. No fly, I know fly out, but um, I'm waiting to request it. Once I request it, I will. Yeah, I took it on a I took it on an eval account. I learned as a paper trade though. I said if you're bearish, please take it. So all the bearish people took it. That's why I said type 1 if you took it. It really just depends on your bias, though, to be honest. And I'll guy. I'm not taking anything in my fundeds. I'm wait. I said that on Friday. Again, some people will still take this even though their bias might be bullish. Why? Why would you still take this even if your bias is bullish? Like, why'd I still enter even though my bias is bullish? Um, yeah, the equal lows. And what did I say about the equal lows if the bias is still bullish? No. Yeah, I said even though the bias could be bullish, I could definitely see us going down to the equal lows and then maybe getting a reversal set up. So it makes them still find a take, because again, equal lows will always be a magnet no matter what the bias is. And this is also new week opening gap, so this was still a fine trade to take. That's why I still said I'm going to take it. Again, if I wasn't going to take it, I wouldn't have alerted any entry, but I said I was going to get in. So it's just you got to be you got to know like how again, that's just a screen time thing. Like these equal lows are going to be strong, especially when we start getting the momentum towards them. So dude, I'm DMing Hydra and I'm just asking him like why are your macro times 820 to 840 and 920 to 940 and ICTs are 950 to 1110? So, and he's like, because price also offers repetitive moves inside those 20 to 40 macros as well. So basically what we're saying here is everything from 910 to 920 And 840 to 850 is everything outside of those times is a macro time. So basically 75% of the times are macro times. That just doesn't add up. So that means trade whenever besides 2 10-minute increments. Like, it's like everything's a macro. I don't get it. So this is where we look for a manipulation leg for reversal. So we want to see this low hit and then maybe us inverse this for a rally gap for a long setup. That would be the only kind of long we could get here. And I'm trying to be more professional. I know that was a good play, but I don't want to be too excited about anything at the moment. I got some complaints saying I was like too excited for stuff, especially last week when I yelled boom on the data highs hitting. I don't know if you guys agree, but I'm just trying to be more professional. So if we got like pretty decent momentum back up here, I would say this would definitely be an A setup. And then you move south to break even here and see if you can go for like a 1-to-1 R, because this would be your manipulation leg. Yeah, probably Lance. Lance, did you end up stopping Friday at a decent loss? Okay, good. Did you take that short? Give me 1 second. Nice. Okay. So right now, yes, people are saying there is an SMT, which there is, but there's no long setup off the SMT yet. Now, let's say we came up inverse this for a rally gap here. And in hindsight, we see, in hindsight, we're coming off an SMT. That would mean this entry is probably A plus, especially if we're coming off an SMT in hindsight. So the SMT doesn't matter too much right now. Maybe it does. Like if you're really, really, really bullish and you're a super, then obviously you know that this is gonna matter not better than I will. Like you'll be like, oh, this is an SMT. I'm gonna soup this. That's again, I just don't want to call that out on stream. So pretty good momentum. Again, definitely an A setup with this inverses. Now that we have the SMT. Yeah, true, BAMTech. You're right, you're right. Look at the 4. What about the 4 or 1 hour? Imagine if you hit like a grand slam and it was to win the World Series and you're like, I gotta act professional. Gotta be serious. That'd be so funny. Okay, so no close there. Is anyone already in? I'm just curious. So, like, some people are probably already in just because of SMT. And should this fair value gap, are we already going to know this fair value gap should be inverse, technically speaking? Yeah, to be honest, yes. Like, this should not be rejected. We're in discount. We have an SMT. Like, from a scientific, like, from just learning ICT itself, watching the mentorship, I mean, this is just not a gap you'd expect to get rejected, in my opinion. So, like, some people will already take this soup knowing we're in discount or whatever it may be. It's just, it definitely just depends. So, there's the close above. But yeah, like, if you watch the ICT 2023 mentorship or 2022 mentorship, it's a gap that's like, okay, we shouldn't reject this. We have an SMT, we are in discount, and yeah, so would move south to break even here. Again, you don't really want to see us pull back to your entry here. And you want to see us accelerate right through this. Okay, so there's the first target. Again, everyone should be in this. I called it an A setup. And then what I do is I just keep holding probably half until, I guess, here. I mean, and then let's see, where's the 50% mark? Right here. Actually, I take that back. I'd probably scale here at this 0.5889. Again, everyone should be in this. If you're not in this, I don't even know what to say. Again, I already outlined this for you guys. This morning I said, I'm like, the bias can be bullish, but if we sweep these equal lows and get a nice reversal, it would probably be a good setup. We swept the equal lows. Here's a nice reversal. It's an SMT. I called it an A setup. I mean, yeah, this is just like and I'm trying not to be signal service, but I mean, come on. Also, ES definitely looks a lot stronger now here too. Daniel, I literally said I was getting in the first one. What do you mean? All I said for this one was this is an A setup, which you know I'm going to take most A setups I call. Yeah, you got to be very fast. So we got a 30-second gap here. Pretty obvious. Not really a good sign they closed below. I guess this is where you just have your stop loss and just runners going, I guess. Obviously, stop would be about 5.9. Well, here's the thing. So ES did hit the 50%, but ES did leave these three equal highs. So I really didn't expect it to stop here, to be honest. Now you can see ES did reject this perfectly, but yeah, I mean, maybe that would be a reason to scale. It just depends. Again, it's already a winning trade, but I was at least expecting this 0.50 to hit. You don't really see it like this is more advanced, but when one index hits a 0.50 and the other doesn't, it's like an SMT in itself. But I mean, let's think of with some common sense here. Common sense, there's equal highs up here. We've already swept sell side down here. It looks like we're in an hourly buy model. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to get an SMT here. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because it's not like it would affect the play or anything, but I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. Plus EV, did you take that? Bro, how? I swear, you take every single loss I call out, and then you never take any of the wins. I seriously don't understand. You just gotta take stuff, bro. I literally said this is an A setup. What makes you not take this when I say it's an A setup? I'm just like when I say this is an A setup, is there anything that's like, oh, I'm not gonna take it? Oh, okay. Okay, well that's valid then. Nah, pissed off because he didn't make money. Oh, guy, that used to happen to me all the time too. Now trade one micro, I guess. I don't even know. It's so funny. Like some people would say, some people say I would signal this or I signal this, and then some people are like, oh, you didn't signal this because you didn't say you were getting in, but I did call an A setup, but I said I was getting in this one. But then other people are like, no, you called this an A setup, so this is the alert. Like I don't even know. It's just so subjective, man. That's why you got to learn how to trade yourself. That's why like signal services don't work. Like that's the reason right there. So really good reaction here. Should hit this 0.5, I'm assuming. Again, once it hits here, okay, so scale most here, and then hold a runner to here just in case. Or not even here. Hold a runner till that hourly buy side. 1788, just in case. 17988. But I would be scaled most there. And we also have equal highs in yes, so I definitely could see us going higher. Mm. So the how we react to the 0.5 is also important as well. I think if we can hold this inversion and not really get a death candle through it, like I think it's fine if we kind of close under it, but as long as we don't get a death candle here and kind of hold up this, I think we're gonna keep going up. But the dream will be over if we get like a death candle through this inversion and through this gap. Very nice, Lance. Again, chances of this hitting is very slim, but it's definitely worth it. Because if a runner hits for 8R, that's like a probably 3-yard trade in itself. Mm-mm. So nice reaction from this. If you have one contract left, I'd hold it till here. But if you have 2 or more left, I'd scale more at these equal highs. Well, if you're in an NQ, you would scale NQ when ES has these equal highs. It's in the VIP education section. Oh wait, no, it isn't. I don't see it either. I'll have to add it. You want to see acceleration through the 0.5. Yeah, honestly, yeah, this was a great morning of the trade. Not really the reaction you want to see here yet. You want to see like another gap put in here. Because when we rip through the 0.5, it's a good sign we're gonna go back to this high. So not the greatest reaction so far. ES definitely is much better reaction here. Nah, Fiji, that's actually smarter than what most people do. Good job. Everyone has their own circumstance. That's like the one thing I need to teach you all. Everyone has their own circumstance. I could alert an A plus play that I know is gonna work every time. But if I'm already up 10K in the day, do you really think I'm gonna take it? No. I mean, it depends on your circumstance, and that's why signal services don't work. And some people are like, well, why are you learning it if you're not going to take it? Because it's still my teachings, and this is an educational stream. Like I still have to alert it because it's what I teach, or I still have to call out or rate it or whatever. It depends on what your circumstance you're in. You know, maybe you've already followed. Maybe you're taking 2 losses. Maybe your rules say, okay, I can't take more than 2 losses. I'm done for the day. But then you see another good trade and someone alerts it. I don't care if someone alerts it. You can't take it because you need to follow your own rules. You can't just follow someone else's. You know? Again, still not the best reaction to the 0.5 here. Definitely looking a lot better here. I want to see like an explosive candle. Yeah, true. Plus EV. Yeah, it just looks a lot better here. Dude, someone just said I didn't think you traded Mondays and no red filler news. If I came in and I knew there was no red filler news today, which I did, but I saw the volatility, the displacement that we got today, do you think I'd trade? Yeah, I mean it's common sense, guys. It's like a boundary, but it's a boundary, or it's like a rule, but it's not gonna be a rule it's not a rule, it's a boundary. Like okay, if we start getting really bad price action, like I'm not gonna touch it. But we didn't really see that. We just saw a good price action. I mean, nothing was bad about this, so it's fine to trade just because of common sense. People underestimate how much common sense you have to use when trading. No, only NQM's important. Like 25% maybe. Majority would be scaled at the 0.5 here. No, Walters. Yeah, because Dutch, when you read the market in terms of liquidity, and you know that we've swept those equal lows. When I called, I'm like, if we sweep these equal lows and then get a reversal set up, I'm sure that would also lead us back up to the highs as well. When you see that, it doesn't matter how many bearish fair value gaps are up here. You can still take this 1 minute setup knowing that this is a manipulation leg and it's an SMT, and you can still take that setup and at least know we should hit here. And it would not have been a break even trade because the entry would have been right around here. Even if you got a horrible, horrible fail like right here, it would not have been a break even trade. Um, like it's just because of liquidity. We swept equal lows, therefore we should invert this whole thing. Like we should theoretically go all the way up here. That's why you should look at the market in terms of liquidity, not IFEGs. Well, the downside inverse was good because equal lows, but now you already kind of swept the equal lows. My the the 1 second uh, body shop is calling me by my car. Give me 1 second. Hello. So, what do you notice about NQ versus ES right now? Yeah, ES is just moving way stronger here. Not really a good sign. We need to put in a gap or some explosive candle here. I don't like this. Yeah, see, this is just not good. This is still not a good reaction at all. Again, I know it's already mostly a winning trade, but just tape reading wise, it's not a good reaction. I mean, only pain. I could have called it an A plus setup. I just called it an A. I wasn't really. It depends on your conviction, for sure. I mean, some people label it A plus, some people label it A. It just depends. An A setup is still amazing. It's still a setup I'm going to take every time. Yeah, Supreme, man. I would not be looking at this. So your last resort at kind of a long setup here is this being a 2022 model, which it definitely could be. We just retested the inversion on ES. The 30-second reentry. Oh yeah, this would be fire. Yeah, this would be an A plus setup as well. Because if we deliver off a 1 minute, break this 30-second momentum, I'm sure we'd at least go back to like probably at least here. So that would be another fire entry. But we need momentum over it. New gender says you can identify as seasons. Okay. Yeah, I always want it to be winter too. I'm actually no, I'm summer because I'm hot. I'm hot AF. Ugh. I identify as a fair value gap. I just put fair value gap on my gender whenever I fill out a form or survey. Come on, pump, please. So it'd be about 1.16 R normally, and then you'd probably target this high, which would be about a 4.2, 4.02. And again, ES still has equal highs. Yes, you want to see violate this little 1 minute gap here. Wait, is L guy still in here? Take this with like take this with like 2 micros if we inverse it. And make sure, again, what are your stop loss be? So if you took this with 2 micros, stop loss is about 10 points, which would be about $40, right? And then if the target hit, you'd make 80. So I think you'd pass. I mean, I'm just saying it's worth it because the stop loss. The stop loss isn't bad at all. It's about like 10, 13 points. And still no break above, obviously. Want it to 1 minute? You could use the 1 minute. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, both are fine in this situation. I missed the 1 minute. That was my bad. I didn't even think there was a 1 minute. So if you're already in out the 1 minute, that's fine. So there's a 30-second entry. Probably would have entered earlier though if I saw the 1 minute. And I just target this high. Damn, did I even call that 1 minute out? I didn't even see that. Maybe it was just, maybe I did see it. I just didn't really think of it. Again, if my bias is right, both should obviously work, you know. So, Elga, I really hope you took that. Is he even in here? I didn't think he's in here. Damn. Plus EV, did you take that? Please tell me you took that. Bro, I swear, Plus EV said he didn't take this one, I would be pissed. Dude, are you kidding me? Is he not in here? Okay, I'm scaling half there. That was my target. And stop the breaking even for the rest. So that was about a 1.16R. And then I want these ES equal high still. Damn, that entry could have been way better risk reward, to be honest. Oh well. Okay, that literally could have been 2.39 if I saw the 1 minute. Again, I want to see ES keep shooting up to these equal highs. You do not want to see us to stop. Dude, why is today's price action fire? Holy shit. I can't believe how Guy just missed that, bro. I already told him to take it. That would have been his $80. I'm like turning into too much of a. I'm turning into too much of a signal service. I'm sorry. I gotta stop. Yeah, then when I stop signaling, everyone's gonna leave. They're gonna be like, "Oh, where's the signal?" Come on, we need a big candle here. There's no way we stop here. It's a close. The stop loss is a close below trading. What's up, Steve? All right. So how many people took that A plus setup? I did call that A plus. Nice. All right. So that was like the third good trade I've called today, and I've called 0 losses. So please, everyone, stop. All right. Type 2 if you're gonna stop now. And also, FYI, for anyone watching, this is not a signal service. All right. Good. So it would likely be a break-even trade there, but I don't know. I'm still bullish unless we get like a death candle here. This would be another entry here in ES. Still think we go up here. When can I? So like, when can I end stream? I guess I'll stay on for like 20 more minutes. This is one of those days where I wouldn't be on that long. Steve, we should get a speech. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Equal lows play. Is anyone wait. Type 2 if you're red from the stream. Wait, not yet, not yet. Okay, wait. Alright, type 3 if you're red specifically from my stream. Type 3. Okay. Does anyone want to explain how? I'm genuinely wondering because there's not a single loss I called. Well, no. Who's being serious? All right, CDM. Let's hear your executions. Can you share them, please? Yeah, I don't know when. Jorge. So you bought there? So that's not my model. You know that, right? So Jorge, I like the thought. It's just not my model. There's no inverse to get in there. Yeah, I agree, CJ. Oh, yeah, I see Dutch. Okay, thank you. Well, we know CDM is, Jorge is, but Jorge didn't take my model. And I don't think that's not possible. Well, that makes it sound like a signal service. I'm wondering if anyone took an IFEG I didn't call out that lost, but I don't think so. Okay. This looks pretty good, maybe. Okay, this looks fire. Who's gonna take this setup right here? Type 1 if you're gonna take it. Okay. So Xevo, goodbye. Kyle, goodbye. Lord Cuddles, goodbye. Tony Casa, goodbye. Um, who else do I say goodbye to? It was nice knowing you guys. IFBG God, goodbye. Goodbye. Here, Steve, can you ban them? Who's in from this 1 minute? If you're in from this 1 minute, you have to be very confident in bias. Because we did sweep liquidity here and we did hold another fair value gap. You just have to really be confident in bias to get in already. Yeah. Nice. That was good options. Dude, low key, this could probably be the best trading day this week. Well, CDM, that's definitely why. I mean, CDM, when I called this 30-second and A+ setup, you understood, like, you understood how it worked, right? Candle close, you get in, get out some for 1R, and then get south to break even. I mean, that's just from my YouTube as I teach on my YouTube. Damn, nice, Damien. Yeah, 3-minute IVG or the 2-minute would work here, I think. Again, I'm just calling this out as like tape reading. You should not be taking this trade. There's no way anyone should be taking this trade. Unless you're playing with like profits and you're up $1 million today or something, then maybe, but it's because Vince, typically, like most people should already be green. I've already called out 3 things. Rip to everyone who didn't join my stream and join ICT stream. Yeah, same. All right, we're gonna do our outro song now. I'm not even gonna do a stream feedback for him because I know everyone's gonna rate it good because obviously I learned a bunch of winning plays, and there's really no point. I like to do stream feedback forums when I don't say anything about a trade, I don't signal anything, or it's just hard, tough PA in general. Today's obviously not gonna be worth it to read feedback for, so.